From Burr Baskets to luxury advent calendars and the rise of Beige Mom Christmases, we're unpacking how social media trends are shaping or wrapping holiday spending. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Jaden and I make videos on culture, media, and kind of whatever's going on in the world that I feel like yapping about. And today I'm gonna try to de-influence you, I guess, on latest holiday trends that we really don't need. So, if your TikTok feed is anything like anyone's, I assume, I feel like we all kind of have the same trendy things going on. You've seen Burr Baskets, and these are essentially the Boo Baskets we saw back in October during Halloween, but now Christmasified because overconsumption. And we really don't need to make these baskets. They are all over TikTok right now. There's videos of people going out and making all these overpriced baskets filled with stuff that some of the stuff, yeah, it can be useful, some of the stuff no one's really gonna use. And then people have these expectations that their partner or loved one has to get them one of these baskets, and that they don't love them if they don't get them the basket. There's videos of people on TikTok that are like, oh my gosh, I wish someone got me a Burr basket, it's all I want. My friends don't love me because I didn't get a Burr basket. It's chill, those are expensive. If you kind of break down the cost of how much these people are spending to make these little baskets, it's a lot of money, okay? And in this economy, there's no way anyone can even afford to make these little baskets. You're lucky if you even get a gift for the holidays because everything is so expensive. It's actually outrageous. I guess any December holiday, but I feel like it's mostly towards Christmas. Me personally, I don't actually celebrate Christmas, but I used to, and it is very consumerism driven. And I'm gonna make a video, either the video that came out before this or the video coming after this, all about Christmas overconsumption, how it is so commercialized now. But these Burr Baskets are just kind of fueling into that. People are buying all these things and they're putting a price tag on how much someone means to them, and that if they don't get this, then whoever doesn't love them. And it's just why are we putting a price tag on love? That doesn't make any sense. The Burr Baskets also are just filled of pointless, trendy items, for some reason Stanley Cups again, even though those, I'm pretty sure, died out in popularity, but I guess they are, oh my gosh, wait, sorry, there's something in my eye. I guess they're popular again because the holidays now there's limited edition versions, or little holiday socks, overpriced skincare, and just a bunch of random trendy gadgets, I guess. And some people even put stuff like iPhones and iPads and laptops into these baskets. Chill. If you want to make a cute little basket for someone, I feel it's more heartfelt if you even made something. My sister's really into crocheting and cross stitching. I have so many things that she's made for me just on my walls because those are the best gifts, you know? Something that truly has heart in it. We don't need all this overpriced stuff. The Burr Baskets are also a lot of overconsumption with them as well because people are stuffing them all these little not packing peanuts. What are those other ones called? You know, little, those things? Yeah, whatever. There's probably a picture somewhere on my screen. I don't know. And then tissue papers, and they use all these bags and excess plastic to wrap everything individually, and it just causes a lot of waste. And then you're just buying all this random stuff and stuffing it all in a basket and cool, there you go. But then is anyone going to use everything in those baskets? Is that really what someone wanted? And why are we putting so much packaging into things? That is so wasteful. Speaking of wasteful, let's talk about luxury advent calendars. Remember when advent calendars used to just be cheap little chocolates you would get from Walmart or the dollar store for no more than $5, and every day you open it and get one of those little cheap square chocolates, and sometimes the picture would make a shape after you open all of them. Well, luxury companies love to bank on that, and now you can get, for the low price of, what do I have written here, $1,000 for a luxury box advent calendar filled of little sample sizes of luxury products that you're gonna use once and never think about again, filled with excess packaging. Yay! Dior has an advent calendar this year that is priced at $650, featuring miniature perfumes, candles, and skincare products. I also have an issue with skincare advent calendars specifically because everyone's skin is so different. So like if you just buy someone this advent calendar and you know nothing about like their skincare or like what their skin actually needs, and also we don't need to do excessive skincare. You only need a couple products. You need a cleanser. You need some kind of a serum depending on what your skin needs, whether it's like a hyaluronic acid or like something moisturizing or like a zinc or whatever, and then a moisturizer. That's all you really need. We do not need like a 13-step skincare routine, nor do we need an advent calendar of like a, how many days are an advent calendar? 25, obviously. Or a 25-day step skincare routine, you know? Like, that's outrageous. And you're paying so much money, and it's all like, oh, this is like a $2,000 value for only $600. But then it's also like, these products are like this big, they're one-time use, you won't even know if you like them. Half the time the products are just like stuff you're never gonna use, and they're just gonna sit on your shelf and gather dust, or you're just gonna chuck them. And then the boxes for these advent calendars are just absurdly big, and again, filled with such unnecessary packaging. And then, like, what are you going to do with that massive box afterwards? 9 times out of 10, people are just going to throw it out and not reuse the box for anything. Because, like, it's an awkward size. What are you going to put in there? And it's cardboard. It's just going to, like, break. So, kind of a waste. Charlotte Tilbury made an advent calendar for $225, filled with various beauty products. And again, when it comes to skincare and beauty, you never know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. That's kind of why like beauty stores have testers, so you can see how something's gonna look on your skin tone. Everyone has a different skin tone, everyone has different preferences, everyone has different skin needs. Like, you can't just make an advent calendar out of that just to get money. And like, yeah, they're charging like $600 for these calendars, saying it's like a $2,000 value. But then you think about it, you're getting like the most tiny sizes of these things ever. And you're probably not going to buy the big ones. And for the company, it costs nothing for them to make, because it's all just like, I'm pretty sure it's all just their leftover samples from like events and stuff that they want to just get rid of. So like they didn't even pay separately to get it made. They probably paid to get like the boxes made, which is like what, 5 cents a box? And then you're paying over $600 for a box full of junk. So yeah. A lot of TikTok creators as well are promoting these because, you know, they're getting that bank, and like, you know, get that money, you know, like do your hustle, do your thing. But it's also like they're being sponsored to promote these boxes, and then maybe someone's like, oh my gosh, this looks really cool, and like half the time people aren't going to show you everything that's in there because they want like that little mystery aspect for you to like be like, oh my gosh, what am I going to get today? But I've seen a lot of people like doing these advent calendars every day. Half the time they're just disappointed in what they're opening, and they're like, well, I'm not going to use this. And it's like, okay, yeah, you can give it to someone, but what if you don't know anyone that would want to use it or enjoy it? Or what if you have some kind of an allergy to it? There's just a lot of factors to consider, okay? The next holiday trend is beige decor. I hate beige, okay? Like, these beige moms, beige TikTokers, whatever you want to call them, the people who are like, make beige their entire personality, it kind of kills the holiday magic, okay? And I don't know if you're aware of this, but the colors for each holiday are representation of the holiday itself, the background, the history, all that. Like, the colors are there for a reason. They're not just like random colors. These are like colors that were like chosen specifically for said holiday, whether it is like Christmas or Yule or Hanukkah, whatever it is. These colors are representing the culture, religion, history, etc. about it. And like, even if you don't celebrate like the religious backgrounds or the historical backgrounds of said holidays, beigifying it just makes it boring. Like, who wants a boring beige Christmas tree with only beige decorations? I want like a nice tacky tree. Like, my tree right now actually is covered in Squishmallow keychains because I have cats and they would break all the ornaments. But you know what? My Squishmallows are colorful and fun, and you know, I don't have to worry about cats breaking things. But it's like, the festive holiday colors are excited, and all the fun lights. Like, don't just put up boring white or yellow lights outside of your house. That's really boring. I like seeing the fun colors and the magic, and it just feels really happy and festive. And colors in general do stimulate your brain for like those happy endorphins. So just seeing like beige stuff, beige is just such like a boring, bland, neutral color. It just kind of keeps your mood in like, eh. opposed to like how excited and like how like the happy like triggers in your brain are like, whoa, colors, so cool. Which like, I'm sure you've heard a lot about like beige moms buying like beige toys for their toddlers, and how that can kind of limit toddlers like development because they're not getting stimulation from seeing colors and learning about colors. Instead, it's all like beige. That's a topic for another day. But yeah, um, it's also like the decor for beige is so subtle. You can't even tell it's a Christmas decoration half the time, or like a holiday decoration, because it's just like brown. Like, okay, a reindeer, that's like, yeah, it can be Christmassy. They have some cute little reindeers, like little Christmas collars and stuff. And so they just have like a white reindeer or a beige reindeer, or like their Santa hats are beige. Like, yeah, I'm all for aesthetics. I love aesthetic. Obviously, I have a very dark alternative aesthetic. And yes, my holiday sweater is black with trees and there's skulls on it down here as well because that fits my aesthetic, but it still has the Christmas colors on it. I'm still festive. Like, you can incorporate your aesthetic with the Christmas decor. You don't need to go out and buy stuff that you're just, like, not gonna use, because, like, holiday decorations, like, if you buy them, you only really have to buy them once. I don't get why people are buying holiday decorations, like, every year. Unless they're broken and you can't fix them, just reuse what you had from the previous year. And why are we spray painting everything beige? You just put in more like toxic fumes into the air that, we kind of need to breathe. But I guess you do you if you like the beige look. But like, don't take away holiday joy. Beyond the financial and environmental impact that these trends are kind of providing in a way, this can affect people's mental health as well, because there's so much people on social media posting about all these lavish things that they're getting for people and things that they're getting early and these expensive advent calendars and all these little trends that are popular, that it kind of makes the people on the other end watching these videos kind of feel bad about themselves and their financial situations and what they can give, what they can receive, and just kind of pulls people into a really dull mood. Especially because platforms like TikTok have these unrealistic expectations. You never know if someone actually bought these items, received these items. Sometimes if it's sponsored and they didn't disclose that it was sponsored. It's just a whole wishy-washy kind of thing. But as someone just kind of scrolling through your feed and you're seeing all these posts, you're like, man, I can't get that, or I would love to get this for my loved one, but I can't afford that. They start to kind of doubt themselves, their abilities, what they can and can't afford, what they can and cannot give to people, and just the fact that, like, they feel like value is in money and aesthetics when it's really not. What a lot of people don't consider, though, is that these people posting on TikTok with all these, like, expensive things, they might be struggling themselves, and they're just spending money to portray an unrealistic lifestyle. You even see it like in the news. There was this TikToker who did a little Target Get Ready With Me and then a little Target haul, but then it was revealed that she stole all these items and she didn't even buy them. She was just trying to portray herself as someone who could afford all these things and could buy it all and live a lifestyle that she actually couldn't afford to live. Which is pretty sad, especially like when you think about the holiday season, how many people are gonna start stealing things and try to get that perfect gift for someone, and sometimes they will bring themselves into debt. Other times they will commit crimes just to get the items, or kind of like have sneaky ways to try to do something that they just financially can't afford. And it's a stressful time of year because like all these stores are promoting all these sales and they're like, you have to buy this for your loved one. Then you go on TikTok and it's like, this is the latest thing. You need to get it to show someone that you care about them. And then it just kind of really puts you down in like a sad mood because you don't feel good enough. You don't feel like you can show people how much they really mean to you because you can't pay for something that you know they would like and enjoy. But then it's also the other side of people who are just trying to portray a lifestyle that they can't even live up to. And they get their gratification from comments being like, oh, I wish I could do this. I wish I was like you. What do you do for work? How do you afford this lifestyle? And they even, like, they don't actually live that lifestyle, you know? The holidays in general are just really stressful for people. And I kind of feel bad because, like, we really don't need to put a price tag on people, you know? Like, a homemade gift is just as valuable as that $300 purse, you know? Like, it really doesn't matter how much you spend on something for someone. 9 times out of 10, they're not even gonna know how much you spent on it, because, like, common courtesy, you, like, take off the price tag, and you're not gonna give someone a gift and be like, I spent $3,000 on this for you. That's probably not gonna happen. And if someone does say, like, the value of what they got you, then it's not really the most thoughtful gift. They're just trying to buy you in a way, because they're like, oh, like, I'm rich and you're not, so here, have an expensive gift. Of course, it can be like a thoughtful gift, like maybe someone really is into designer brands and they can't afford it, and maybe their friend can afford it and they gift it to them, you know, that's a different kind of thing. But what I'm talking about more so is people that are just trying to flex online or to their friends and family that they make more than they do, and they feel like you have to pay a lot of money in order to show that you care about someone or to show a status symbol. And it's not healthy for anyone at the end of the day. How can we kind of not fall into these holiday traps, holiday trends, and not buy into the latest hot item, or feel the need and pressure to buy something expensive and have the most lavish holiday parties and do all this stuff just for what? It literally isn't for anything at the end of the day. It's kind of important to take a step back and look at the bigger picture of a holiday, whether you celebrate the holiday or maybe you're just a guest, maybe your friends and family celebrate something and you don't. At the end of the day, it's really not about how fancy a party is, how expensive the gifts are, you know? It's about the people you're with. And I know that sounds cheesy, but that literally is the point of holidays, is spending time with the people you love and just being there for each other and enjoying each other's company. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say on this. Don't really buy into trends. Oh my gosh, my kitty! Hello, Tiki! Yeah, don't really buy into trends. Be a bit more mindful this holiday season and just let people know that you love them. And even if you're upfront and like you can't afford Christmas gifts, people will understand. If you're like, hey, I'm kind of drowning in debt right now, and unfortunately I won't be able to get you anything, but we can make plans for dinner, or we can hang out, or we can plan some kind of trip in the future, or just see each other in general, you know? Like, not everything has to have a price tag, not everything has to be an inanimate object. Just enjoy time with the people you have, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Trends, again, they come and they go. They're really not worth it. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And maybe let me know what like your holiday traditions are, or what you're kind of planning on doing for people for the holidays. Or maybe you don't celebrate the holidays and you're just kind of living life. I would love to hear about it regardless. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!